All right, you guys, Tricia Turner here. It's Monday night. The freaking everything is going great. That's what I'm gonna tell you. It's 2024. Can you believe that? So we're hashtagging everything score in 24. And I'm super excited to have Joel and Lindsay on with me today because this is definitely the beginning of something great in 24. Welcome, you guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we are hashtagging everything score in 2024, or we're actually doing score in 24 because 2023 kind of sucked because of interest rates, right? It was like all over the map, didn't know if we were coming or going. And it made us all like reevaluate a lot of things that we were doing in our business. Would you guys feel the same way?
Yeah, I think we've done a lot of reevaluating here, especially this past week.
We have.
Truthfully, like our team, we were all nervous, obviously, when that all went down. And you have a bunch of A players when it's all hands on deck at that point, and we had a record year.
We did.
Isn't that crazy? And now we're watching interest rates tick down, and we know freaking 24 is going to be amazing. And here we are starting a brand new year, and you guys have decided to make a brand new leap of faith into a new company for you guys. So let's tell everybody what you guys are doing right now. Where are y'all?
Yeah, well, can we start where we were?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we were with eXp Realty, and we decided to move our team of 6 agents all over to Real, and we made that move last week. So now we're with Real Broker, and we're all in Ohio. We're also dual licensed in Colorado, so we're working on that as well. So we'll be taking over both states here, hopefully, and bringing Real to awareness here.
Now, so people, in case they don't know y'all's story, Joel, especially you, Joel and I have been friends for years. I met Lindsay, of course, with Joel because they are engaged. Joel, tell everybody how long you've been in real estate. We'll start with you first, and then how long you were with EXP. Kind of give a little bit of your backstory, and then Lindsay, you go then after that.
Yeah, no, I've been licensed since 2008, so I don't know how you would add that up, but like the 17th year in real estate, something like that, as I'm approaching.
He's getting old.
In March. 17 years, and I can honestly say I might see everything in it. So yeah, started with Remax back in the day, started with new construction. Fast forward, joined EXP. I would be entering my 7th year with them. So that was back in 2017. And here we are today.
Always been in Ohio the whole time?
I have, yeah, all Ohio.
Okay. Lindsay, how about you?
Yeah, so I got into real estate in 2017 after realizing that teaching fitness classes for 40 hours a week was just not physically possible. So I got into something as a single mom that I felt like have more flexibility. It was definitely a sink or swim type of situation though for me. So I went all in. I took my real estate classes in 3 weeks. At the time, we did not have online classes yet in Ohio. So I had to go to a campus to take them. Got them all done, passed with flying colors, immediately jumped into real estate. I was with a brokerage that's known up on the northeast side of the states up here, and it's kind of more of like a brick and mortar type of brokerage, and learned a lot from where I was at there. But about 5 years into my real estate career, I was big on social media and digital marketing, and I knew that that was the way that the future was going to go, and we needed to stay ahead of the curve, and I wasn't able to do that at my current brokerage. So I started looking for ulterior ways and vehicles that I knew I knew where I wanted to be. I just didn't know how quite needed to get there. So I was looking for the right vehicles to kind of put the gas on and try to get there. So EXP actually was through Joel, is how I met Joel. Kind of popped up, and with them having a cloud-based model and everything, and being very technology innovative, I felt like it was a very, very good fit, and it was up until it wasn't, and that's only because we had some certain circumstances changed, the end of this last year, and we were presented. I was presented, with this real opportunity, and we just couldn't pass it up. We honestly couldn't pass it up, so we brought the whole team over, and we're planning on bringing more.
Yep.
So for you guys, like y'all are business planners, y'all are builders, y'all got a huge vision. Tell everybody like a little bit about your vision. Like were you always planning on going into Colorado? Like what was like the birth of all of this? And now like all these doors that are opening in just such a short amount of time since you just switched.
Can I answer that?
Oh.
Okay, so mountain girl through and through. There is something, you know how some people feel like when they're at the ocean and they have, that they're just at complete peace.
Oh yeah.
The mountains. And I've had that feeling for as long as I can remember. Anyone that knows me knows that the mountains are my happy place. I have a lot of my dad's side of the family is already settled down in Colorado. They've been out there for 20, 30 plus years. So I had a lot of connections already out west, go out and visit a lot. I'm an avid snowboarder, got Joel into it last year. So we definitely, Colorado was definitely an easy, I don't want to say it was the place that we knew for sure, but it was an easy access point because I had family there. And we knew several people in the Vail Valley area, agent-wise, that we were, talking about partnering with and stuff like that. I think our long-term goal was really our two boys are graduating in 5 years. So we wanted to start that 5-year plan now. Where do we want to be in 5 years? So we kind of were like, all right, we want to have our team here, boots on the ground here in Ohio, where we don't have to dissolve the team and we can just keep going, but we have key players in place that can keep running it, but then we can start to slowly make our way over out to Colorado, where in 5 years, maybe we can officially move out there, or, split our time back and forth more than we are now. But we are splitting our time. We go back and forth to Colorado at least once a month right now. We have a car out there and everything. So we're back and forth all the time. Yeah. So Southwest, if anyone wants to go with me, Southwest out of Ohio has a nonstop flight that's super cheap and it gets in straight into Denver. It's perfect.
So tell everybody what part of Colorado you guys are going to build it or start building in.
Yeah. So obviously Denver's where we fly in and out of. That's where all my family is. And we got licensed in Colorado so we can sell anywhere. But the Vail Valley area, so Breckenridge and Vail is kind of right where we are focusing. It's kind of like its own little snow globe bubble. It's fantastic there, like absolutely the most beautiful place I think I've ever been. It's like a whole different world out there. So it's about, when you land in Denver, you get into Denver, it's about a 2-hour drive west into the mountains. And it's just nestled right there in the middle of the Rocky Mountains.
Freezing, I'm sure. Like I'm here in Texas and Houston of all places. It's like, I don't want anything to do with that freezing cold.
I love winter.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of cold up there. So, or down there, I should say, from us.
Yeah.
We have the cold here in Ohio where you walk outside and your face hurts because it's so cold. There, it's like, oh, look, it's snowing and we want to go outside and have fun.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
All right. I want you guys to tell everybody, though, your team name, because that's super cool, too.
The team name?
Yeah.
So are we talking in Ohio? Start with there?
Both.
Yeah. So I was, so when I moved over to EXP, I don't know if I mentioned that, but when I was with my previous brokerage, the one I was with for 5 years, I moved over to EXP about 3 years ago. And I started immediately kind of like my own solo team. I called it the Lindsay Rose team. But I really just had key players that were behind the scenes, like a transaction coordinator. I had a photographer, videographer, social media person, marketing. So I kind of like included them as like the team, the Lindsay Rose team. I didn't have any other agents. Joel started coming on and helping me when he and I started dating. He really started doing, we kind of merged our teams, I guess you could say, kind of together. Where was I going with this?
The name.
Hey, thank you. So when we started getting approached earlier this year by a bunch of agents, and they were just kind of organically happen, where they were like, hey, are you talking about starting a team? Because we want to join the Lindsay Rose team. And I was kind of like, well, I told Joel, I was like, I've been thinking about it forever, but just like with anyone, like I'm human and I have those self-doubts, like, am I leader? Am I a leader enough that I could, be a team lead and run a team? And I don't want someone to have to rely on me, and I don't want to let them down. And, all those self-doubts start going through your head. He was able to put a lot of those at ease and like, let's just go. He said, like, all these doors are opening for you to start the team. Like, let's just go. So the Lindsay Rose team adopted. We immediately had 7 agents on the team, including Joel and I. It was fantastic. It's been, like Joel said, a record-breaking year. Our agents are absolutely incredible. But going into the end of the year here, we had obviously talked about moving brokerages, and we said this is a great time to rebrand, especially with our, pending foot in the door in Colorado and being back and forth and stuff. So we ended up changing the name to the Rose Group. So from the Lindsay Rose team to the Rose Group. So I feel like it encompasses more. I feel like it would, I don't know, just kind of, I don't know. I just felt weird having my name, I guess I should say, on it. You know what I mean?
A lot of growth in Ohio too.
Yeah. So, and then in Colorado, we are the Mountain Lux Group.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And because you are like this snow person, that everything about you is snow and mountains and all, that's your happy place, right? So the vision, of course, is to expand that beyond, right?
Yeah, so our team name, our group name that we have is Mountain Lux Group. We are planning eventually. Our ultimate goal would be to enter into each ski resort town, and kind of make a real impact with a real broker in each one of those. So we would be able to expand where right now we have Mountain Lux Group Vale, and then Mountain Lux Group Aspen, Mountain Lux Group Breck, and then we're talking about expanding outside of Colorado, partnering with key agents into Park City, into Montana, Big Sky. So all of these big resort towns that are amazing places to live, we would love ultimately to be able to break into those and bring Mountain Lux Group into each one with real.
And you guys, so keep this in mind. So if y'all don't know, like Joel has like this extensive background in coaching and training and being part of huge numbers, teams that do huge numbers. This is what he's done forever. He's just being really humble right now. And he's not saying that stuff, but that's Joel. And that's how we met, because we were part of this core group. And Lindsay is like this beast on social media. Like she's all about social media. She's all about marketing. She's all about one-upping competition. And that's how you get known, is you got to be in everyone's face, period. And so they bring together this amazing combination of marketing and freaking sales training and just leveling up and scaling. That's what their plan is. And they're just being really humble. Both of them are. So my vision for y'all is like, for one, like I switched over to Real. I think I'm in month 4 now after being with EXP for 5 years. And the decision was made nothing to do with EXP. It was an opportunity. In Houston, our growth was hindered because of certain things that had happened. And it was enabling us to grow the way we wanted to. And we couldn't fulfill our vision without growth. No one can. And so we saw this as an opportunity, dug deeper into Real. It's like, holy crap, I love what they stand for. I love being part of something that's on the ground floor of becoming enormous and big and actually having a say in it. And then you guys are in that same boat, because where you're branching off into, it's like there's hardly anyone there in MLS with real brokerage. And when you talk about like people of substance, you guys are coming to market with all of this vast knowledge and wisdom and energy that is going to just catapult Real into places that people only dream of.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny you say that too, because we all know now, like we all know that the cloud-based brokerage works. You know what I mean? Like that business model is incredible, and we know that it works. You know what I mean? Like EXP kind of paved the way for that, but
Yeah.
I feel Real has taken that and just made it better, so much better. And I feel like you hear people now where they say, well, I've never heard of Real. Well, guess what? You're about to,
Yeah.
and you will. You know what I mean? And if you don't jump on the bandwagon now, you're going to miss out.
Yes.
And that's how I feel. And that's why we were so excited to make the move over to Real, because we feel like the opportunity right now with where they're at and how fast their growth is happening is just unparalleled. We just couldn't pass it up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And it seems like all these doors are opening for us as soon as we made that decision too. And we were talking before we went live, and things that we've wanted to do and we've talked about just is falling on our lap. So it's all happening for a reason. So we're looking forward to it.
And you guys, in case y'all don't understand, like our vision together is we have the same concept. Like we're here to train agents, because at the end of the day, like we want everybody to make 6, 7, 8, 9 figures. Like we want you to reach your full potential. Yeah. Like all the money that you can make in the world. People say money is the root of all evil. That is so not true. When you don't have money, that's a big problem. And when you don't have people, like real estate's hard. It's hard to be successful in real estate. It isn't something that comes easy. You got to work at it, and you got to be working at it every single day, write things in the right order. The 3 of us know what to do. We have proven repeatable track records that show that we know what to do. And we want to build this huge organization. We don't want anyone to ever be suffering or ever not know what to do and be in scarcity mode, because no one's out there training agents like that, like we do. No one's out there really showing people, this is how we do it. Let's do this together. Like, I wish somebody would have showed me this stuff years ago. I wouldn't have taken so long, like to get to where I needed to be,
Yeah, especially with times of uncertainty that we don't know what's going to be happening this coming up year. So yeah, it's super.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like the market was so easy for agents, you know what I mean, for the last, however many years because of the way that the market was, you know what I mean? You pop a house on the market, it sells in multiple offers within 24 hours, granted on the buy side, it was a little bit harder, I mean, kind of thing. But I think it's now a really crucial time for agents to really dig deep and start aligning themselves with where they see themselves in the future, because I think the market's going to start getting really tough here for a lot of reasons, you know what I mean? And so I think that everyone owes it to themselves to kind of really kind of reevaluate everywhere, not just their career, but just, every asset of their life. We're in a new year. Let's do it. This is the time to do it.
And if you think about it, like we were talking to a couple of new agents new to us today here in my office, and a couple of them had interviewed with independent brokerages. And I pretty much laughed at this one guy. I was like, are you kidding? Like, that's really like going back to a Blockbuster. Like, what can an independent brokerage, a local independent brokerage, what can they do for you? Like, they're not training you. You don't have anything to fall back on. They're not helping you build wealth. They're not doing anything for you. Like real brokerage and these cloud-based brokerages, the goal is for you to have multiple streams of income and for you to be trained at a higher level and to collaborate with people that are like-minded to build big, huge things.
And it's all true. That's the thing is, even before this, when the opportunity for EXP was presented to us, like, I'm like, I don't know if I believe in it, but we're going to sell houses no matter where we're at. And then look at all those lives. And then we have a better opportunity right now. So.
Yeah. Tell me, you guys, now that y'all, and they're fresh into this switch. So like they're literally in the throes of transferring files and
haven't even had to take down our Christmas tree.
I don't know what it might be up till April. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't bring up a touchy subject in this house.
But you know what? Because y'all got good stuff going on. So explain to everybody, like when you guys said, yes, we're going to do this, what was the biggest deciding factor for y'all to make that decision?
Well, I mean, honestly, it was the opportunity that we already knew, and truthfully, it was just it was better.
Yep.
Yeah, it really was a black and white. I mean, it was a really easy comparison, of the two business models, which are very similar. Like I said, we just felt that with where we're at in our business and growing, like you said, like in order to grow the way that we want to, we were facing some hurdles where we were at before and some roadblocks. And I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason, and I don't ignore roadblocks. I'm used to all the time, So I know that they're put there for a reason, and so we kind of just made sure we kept our mind open. And we kind of looked at it from all perspectives and really tried to make a decision based off of what was best for us, for our agents, for our team, and for all of our clients. And I think that's the biggest thing, you know what I mean, is obviously what's best for the client. So we really feel like where we're at now, we're going to be able to grow and really give the type of service that I've only ever dreamed of, and just keep getting better and better. So.
And do you find that the name Real just flows out of your mouth like easy? Because
first off, the logo is so cool. Like we love it. And now I have a shortcut in my phone that every time I type the word real, it automatically turns it to the logo. So anytime I type real estate, it types real with the backwards R in the back. You know what I mean? And it's so cool because I'm like, this is so real. Like, this is so cool.
Or when she types, "You're really annoying me, Joel," then it's that too for her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So no, what was your question?
About the logo, how it just, and the word real, like it just comes out of your mouth like easy, like this is real.
And we even said, we were meeting with an agent the other day and we're like, yeah, it's just, it's so, everyone at Real is so, and he goes, well, real. And I'm like, and he goes, and I'm like, I know, it's just, they are, everyone is very real, very authentic, which is one of our core values. And it's just really collaborative, and authentic. Even got Tamir. He had no issue all the way from Israel jumping on a Zoom call with you. You're the one who set it up, got us on here. He literally had his daughter in his lap showing her this rainbow that he had made us a picture of. Like, it was just so authentic, and the conversations that we had was just so real. Here we go.
And then when he flew out to Vail, he met with somebody that we were looking at partnering with out there too. Met with him for dinner.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who does that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It's super cool. Like that stuff is just unheard of. When you look at it, it's like, I don't know, for me, it makes it exciting because it's frustrating when you know in your heart what you're trying to build. But like you said, Lindsay, there's just roadblocks that are coming up and you're like, gosh, why can't I get this to work? Like this door just keeps, I keep banging my head on this door and it won't open. And all of a sudden now doors are like opening and really cool doors, you know?
Yeah, it wouldn't be that tough.
No, it can't be. And it shouldn't have to be. I'm really excited, you guys. Like when I look at the future of everything that we've got going ahead of us, number one, like for you guys that are paying attention to this, they're in Ohio and Colorado. So, and it's not like they only want to build their team, because it isn't that we only want to build our teams, because we want to like take over. We want to partner with brokers. We want to partner with team leaders. We want to partner with top producers, because we believe if you build it, they will come. The real estate market, if you think it's going to get easier, it's not. And when you look at like brokerages, and I'm just going to throw out names, and there were like Century 21 and Gary Green and Coldwell Banker and even Remax, y'all. Like some of it is so old school now. And when you really look at it, is if you're a real estate agent, especially you just came out of year 2023 and your numbers were crap, like what did you have to fall back on? There is no stock. There is no revenue share. There are no people in there teaching you how to grow wealth. You pretty much depleted your savings just trying to make it through the year, when we're all about like abundance and let's grow this thing together, you know?
You nailed that.
Super simple. So everybody out there paying attention, you need to reach out to Joel and Lindsay, because like they're brand new into this thing. So if you're thinking about, and here's something I want to tell you guys, everyone that's paying attention, before I switched over to Real and before our whole company made the decision to switch over to Real, we were unhappy where we were. We did not want to go back independent, because that's not the way of the future. That's not innovative. That's going backwards. We're always moving forwards. So, and we didn't want to go to KW. We've been there, done that kind of thing too. Like, we don't believe it. KW gives anything for the value. So what was our option? And we really never dug deep into Real, even though it's been around for years, just never really took a look at it until I met the right people. And then it was like, then my eyes could see clearly. And holy crap. So for you guys out there that are with a company that maybe you're not happy with, and you don't want to go to those other companies that I named, because you're never going to go there, take a look at us and what we're doing at Real, and look at the numbers. Like, look at the innovation, look at the AI that's rolling out, look at all the marketing, look at the credit card and the debit card that we're going to be launching, where no other brokerage has that, which is super freaking cool. Tamir is the founder of Real. His goal, his vision is to make it the easiest brokerage for agents to build wealth in, and literally be at 100% and not pay any dues, because they're using their credit card or their debit card and earning points, which covers their dues. Who does that, y'all?
So
awesome.
cool. Like I said,
wave of the future.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. So Joel and Lindsay, where can they find you guys to learn more?
You can look us up at the Rose Group, Digital Marketing Experts on Facebook, and then I have my personal Facebook book that I love to talk to, Lindsay Rose, and Instagram, Lindsay Rose _ realtor. Yeah, love it. Final thoughts, you guys. We're excited. We're tired though, but we're excited. We get all these files and we get all the logistics and everything moved over. Like I told him, can we take a vacation? Like,
yeah, no, we honestly, we got that fire, and weirdly enough, I'm not just saying this because everyone's like, oh, he's just saying this. Our phone's been blowing up, and so has our Facebook Messenger. So you just wait. Yeah, we had our video. Yeah, we had our in-house videographer make a pretty killer, epic announcement video that we edited and we released it yesterday with some. And we've made some pretty big waves already here. We've had some pretty cool conversations already. So. And it's only just begun, y'all. Just starting. Let's wrap in. All right. So y'all, I'm in Texas. They're in Ohio and Colorado. We want to be with everybody across the nation. Y'all, if you have questions about Real, what is Real? What would that look like? What does it look like to bring my whole team over? Can I be a solo agent? Can I bring my whole brokerage over? We got all those answers. We got plug and play stuff for all of that. Can't wait, y'all. Future's looking big. Score in 24. Hashtag all of that. Hashtag score in 24. Love it. Bye, you guys. Thanks for being here. All right, bye. Bye, y'all.